Hi guys, welcome to our next installment of the hashtag White Couch session. My name is Bernie Hernando. I'm a coordinator here at Look Matters. And today we have a very special guest for you guys today. He is a former freelance writer and currently the marketing and communications manager at the Saskatchewan Science Centre. Please join me in giving a round of applause to Mr. Ryan Holota here. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So you've had a lot of history with a lot of experience with online advertising. Tell us a little about yourself and how you got into the biz.
Well, boy, it's kind of a long story. I've always been a computer guy, so I think I built my first website in 1995, and I had my first e-commerce site in 2000. And that was all while I was working other jobs. And then in 2005, I sort of started freelancing. And then in 2009, I sort of started full-time. That was all that I was doing. I had my own writing and marketing consultancy. And then in 2013, I went to work full-time for the Science Centre.
Like with your experience, you have a lot of marketing background. How have you taken your experiences and translated them into your new position there at Science Centre? How does the Science Centre use social media?
Social media is a big part of what we do every day there. So as far as in terms of channels, sort of where we are, we exist on a number of different sort of platforms, but where we really plant our flag and call home is Facebook and Twitter. We've recently opened up an Instagram account just because we're running a scavenger hunt contest there in the next couple of weeks. But Facebook and Twitter is really where we call home. So,
as marketers, we're always looking for the next best thing. We're always trying to stay one step ahead. Where do you see the future of internet, future of social media? Where is everyone headed next?
Well, definitely, I think more and more marketing is heading online. So I think that's a clear trend, right? I mean, and I don't see that slowing down at all. There's a lot of people are talking about how Facebook is sort of slowing down and sort of dying. I don't really believe that. I think that it's reached a sort of certain level of market saturation. I think that's why some of these numbers are looking the way that they do. I think there's a lot of sort of PR spin involved in that. I think that young people still have accounts, but I think that they're also connected to their grandma and their auntie and their mom and all these other places, or all these other people. And so they're just using it differently than what they would have done 3 or 4 years ago. They're being a little bit more reserved, a little bit more cautious. I think they're also more media savvy, more sort of internet savvy, and so they're not sharing the types of things that they used to share. How many times have we heard about people getting fired because of things that they're posting on Facebook and right? And I think they're still posting those things on the internet. I just think that they're doing it on Snapchat now.
Facebook is starting to plateau a bit, and people are starting to jump ship. Where are people jumping ship to? What's the next Facebook replacement?
I don't know if there's really a replacement for Facebook. Again, I think there's a lot of other more niche places where people are going to go. Snapchat's a big one. People are using Instagram a lot, although owned by Facebook now, right? So, a couple years ago we saw Vine was kind of going to be the next big thing. And then, of course, Google Plus is making strong moves to force everybody to have an account with them, right? And I think that they're going to build some momentum as well as we go forward. So,
yeah, Google has a bunch of these different apps that they're trying to amalgamate into one platform, the one login to rule them all kind of thing. I can see kind of Facebook slowly taking baby steps that way with their release of their new app called Paper. Have you heard of it, looked into it a bit? What are your thoughts on its application?
Yeah, I tried to download it earlier today, but I wasn't able to. It's only available in the U.S. App Store as of right now. But I'm sure there's a way around that, but I haven't found it yet. But I've read a lot of reviews of it. People seem to really like it. They say that it's a beautiful interface. I find it interesting that apparently there's not a lot of actual Facebook branding on the app. So I find that kind of interesting. I don't know if that's a bit of a PR move, maybe, on their part to kind of make people forget that sometimes they're mad at Facebook. I do also find it interesting that now we've got a Facebook app, and we've got Paper, and we've got Messenger, and we've got our Facebook Pages app, and all of these things that Facebook's trying to put on the home screen of our phone. And it's a little bit frustrating, I think, for a lot of people. So,
coming from a freelance writer background, a lot of a word that we toss around here a lot around the office is the idea of branded content. Now, there's been people talking about the rich media on how that's taking over long form text and blogs and stuff like that, especially print and all that. What's your thoughts on the future on using branded content?
Yeah, I think, I mean, just on a broad sense, I think branded content is going to be it has been present and well used on the internet for a little while now, and I think it's going to become more and more prevalent in the future. It's interesting, Chipotle, the restaurant chain, has just announced that they're going to have a 4-part television series on Hulu in the U.S., which is basically a 4-part commercial for Chipotle without being an overt commercial for Chipotle. So, that's, I don't know if it's a 30-minute show or an hour show, but it's 22 minutes of advertising. That's about as branded content as you can get, right? If people tune in and watch. So
okay, that's pretty ridiculous. Much like the whole Anchorman 2 kind of campaign. How
look at
was
TSN
everywhere.
and he was everywhere. That's right, and that was a fantastic marketing campaign. I mean, I think they did a really good job with that. Ron Burgundy was absolutely everywhere, including Winnipeg, right, and North Dakota. He anchored the evening news in some town in North Dakota too. So,
yeah, crazy. Now that you're on social media, you have a lot of insight to online marketing. If anyone wanted to start a discussion with you, how would they get a hold of you?
For conversations like that, one of the best ways to get a hold of me is to find me on Twitter. My handle's super easy. It's just my name, Ryan Holota. And if you want to have a conversation about the Science Center, you can find us at SK Science Center on Twitter. So
awesome. Well, thank you a lot for coming down to join us on the White
me.
Couch. Really appreciate all your thought and insight on the whole landscape of the internet and the future of it. Thank you for watching. Join us next time on the White Couch. If you'd like to leave a comment or let us know who you'd like to see next here, leave us a message here or comment, and we'll see you next time on the White Couch.